This video is made possible by Practical Defense Systems, the best online security training at the lowest prices. You can start your security career today online at pdsclasses.com. Check them out. Hi, I'm Joel Persinger. I'm the Gun Guy. Thank you very much for all of your support of GunGuyTV and everything you do to support me. I'm super grateful that you do that. I want to mention a couple of real quick items to you, and then I'm going to talk about this AR10 that I've got sitting next to me and clear up something that happened in a few videos back, maybe about, I don't know, almost a year ago or something, with this rifle. That was not the rifle's fault, by the way, and I'll tell you more in just a second. First of all, let me remind you that you can find us on all of these alternative locations because YouTube can sometimes be a little sketchy. I do suggest that you subscribe to at least one of those. You'll also find us on other alternative social media sites. I'm not doing much on Facebook or Twitter. Instead, I have changed to MeWe, Gab, Parler, and the One America News Network has a brand new one called Free Talk. You'll find us on all of those places. And let's see, last but surely not least, the GunGuyTV audio podcast comes out twice a month. I kind of skipped one recently because I was up to my butt in alligators at work and I got super busy, but I will get back on it again. And those will be coming out on your favorite podcast player. We also put a video version here on the video platforms, YouTube et al. And then lastly, if you'd like to support the channel, one way you can do that is by becoming part of the GunGuyTV crew, and that is on Patreon, where you'll find that I post pretty much every day. Some days I don't, but most days I post something, video, posts, whatever, and I do post some instructional videos there, and you can only find them along with a second half hour of the audio podcast and live streams and some other things as part of the GunGuyTV crew on Patreon. So check out the link and come join us over there. All right. Now, as you may or may not be aware, I have picked up an awful lot of sponsors and affiliate sponsors and so on recently. I don't know why. They've all come out of the woodwork, one of which is Caldwell, and I really like Caldwell shooting products, as you can tell by the lead sled sitting here. But they sent me a whole bunch of steel, which is really kind of cool. And so I went out and grabbed some lumber, and I built some stands for it, and it was perfectly timed so that I could borrow this Rock River LAR-8 one more time and take it out to the range. And the reason why is this. I had borrowed this rifle once before, and I took it to a range, and I wanted to just review the rifle because I like AR-10s in the first place. My buddy had it. It's got a super heavy barrel, and I thought this thing would it's just going to drive nails, right? Well, it didn't. It was, I don't know, 3 inches at 100 yards or something. And I thought, what's wrong with that rifle? Well, the truth is nothing was wrong with the rifle. I think part of it was the knucklehead behind the rifle. That would be me. First of all, I'm not an expert rifle shot by any stretch of the imagination. And if I told you I was, I'd be a bald-faced lie. So I'm not. So I think part of the problem was that I'm not used to shooting off a bipod. And there's a lot of movement with the rifle before you break the trigger brakes and after. And I'm wondering if somehow my hold with the rifle with the bipod had something to do with its inaccuracy, or actually my inaccuracy. I think that's one thing. The other is the only ammunition I could get at the time, because of the ammo crunch and that kind of stuff, was some really cheapy, not so hot 308 ammo. It was okay, but it wasn't great. Okay, well, my buddy was willing to chip in some Hornady match 168 grain ammo, and that stuff is awesome. It's also very expensive. But we took it out to the Adair Range in Arizona. I fired the rifle off of not the bipod, but just off my range bag, and we had a totally different set of results. Got it.
Hit. 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 Hit.
So as you can see, this is a confession video, okay? I just got to tell you, it was not the rifle. It was the knucklehead behind it, kind of, I think, and then a combination of lousy ammo. So once I was shooting in an environment and in a manner in which I'm accustomed, which is over the top of my backpack or, you know, resting over the top of a bag or whatever, and not the bipod, I was able to hit pretty well at 100 yards and out to 300 yards. I was not able to hit the target very well at 500 yards, but that was certainly me, and it was not the rifle. I've never been a person who's shot at distances like that. I mean, generally, I'm a 250-yard guy and less. But I am going to see if I can borrow this again. Then I'll have a buddy of mine who has a lot of experience shooting long range. Take it out, and we'll see what he can do with it. But so far, so good. Not the rifle, ammo, and the bonehead behind it, I think. Mostly, that was it. All right, Caldwell Shooting Products, by the way. If you're interested in anything from Caldwell, I urge you to go to the link in the description. It will take you to their website where you can save some money. Just make sure you put in the code. I'll put the code down here so you can see it, but I'll also put it in the description just in case it changes. Save yourself some money when you're shopping for Caldwell Shooting Products. That includes steel, other kinds of targets, ear protection, whatever. You can do all of that, and at the same time, because they are a sponsor, you'll be helping GunGuyTV. Well, I hope this was confession videos are good for the soul, I guess. I hope this was good video for you to watch. I hope you enjoyed it. And I'll go out and try to learn how to shoot rifles better in the future. Have a great week, and wherever you go, whatever you do, be safe.